Release of Lady Gaga's debut album The Fame was giving true mayhem, with different covers being dropped by her label, different track lists, different releases. This was a chaotic era. With it being 7 days till Lady Gaga's new album comes out, I'm counting down the release by doing 7 facts that you didn't know about Lady Gaga before right now. Make sure to drop me a follow as well, because I'm going to be reacting to the full album when it comes out next Friday. I can't wait. A lot of people know that Lady Gaga was dropped by her record label in 2006, but did you know this was actually after she'd already played them songs that actually ended up appearing on The Fame? She played them Beautiful, Dirty, Rich, and their reaction was negative.
Beautiful, dirty, rich.
Bearing in mind this ended up becoming an actual promotional single for the album, Gaga said the record label said they didn't get it. Now, she had worked on this album for 2.5 years. She was grafting for 2 years, still continued to work on the album until 2008 when she finally released it. Did you know that the album cover today was not actually meant to be the original album cover? She did a photo shoot with photographer Warwick Saint in 2008. He actually did the cover for Just Dance. After Gaga had a session with photographer Peter Henke in May, he decided to switch completely and went with this iconic cover. Kind of obsessed. Here's another as well. The thing that seems so strange to me is that Just Dance, the first single of course from The Fame, was actually released on Christmas Eve in the UK. Like, I don't remember that happening, but what a lovely Christmas present. It wasn't released in America until the following year in January. And we have Paparazzi, which has a very weird rumour going around that Gaga is actually allergic to cherries because of the famous line in the song.
Loving you is cherry pie.
I couldn't actually find any receipts for this, but I'm loving the concept. Other people think it could be referencing a hit song from band Warrant called Cherry Pie. Real Tea is The Fame had a really rushed release. I think this was partly because Gaga was on a new label and they didn't quite know what to do with her. The album had huge success when it was first released in Canada. Gaga literally said that they rush produced the mastering of this album, which is why on a lot of the earlier versions, a lot of the tracks people said sounded very distorted. Released in Canada in August, and it was released in the UK and other places in Europe in September. The US didn't get it until October. But actually 2 songs that weren't even on Canadian and the UK and Europe release, including Paper Gangster, Starstruck. Can you imagine a world in which Starstruck just wasn't released? It was meant to come out on October 9th on the US, but actually ended up coming a couple of weeks later on October 28th, so it really was pushed back and back, and I think they were fiddling with the track list and the cover and etc, etc. Paper Gangster, the song I just referenced, of course she sings about being dropped by her label and how that felt, but did you know that the song was actually initially recorded on her MacBook Pro? Like, that is pretty impressive. She really said, I'm gonna do this on my own back only. Also, when she performed it on tour, she finished by screaming, that record label never to be seen ever again. Did you know that she thanked Andy Warhol, David Bowie, Prince, Madonna and Chanel at the bottom of the booklet for the album? So don't get it twisted, Madonna got a reference pretty early on. What memories do you have of The Fame and its release? Let me know in the comments down below.